Hi, my name is Jacqueline Stanley. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about my Plexus journey. I started with Plexus in February of 2015. Prior to that, I was a new stay-at-home mom. I had been a 8th grade social studies teacher for 9 years, and after having my second child, decided that I was going to stay home with the kids. Now, this was a big transition. I loved my teaching job, and staying home with 2 kids that were 22 months apart and full of energy was a lot. So much so that I relied on naps every single day to survive. I was high-strung, full of anxiety, and also required my daily, right before my nap, once I got the kids down for their naps, I required, oh, this is so horrible and so embarrassing, a Diet Dr. Pepper every day, and typically almost a whole row of lemon Oreos. I'd sit down, put on a show, and treat myself because I made it to another nap time. I was exhausted. I was working out really hard every single morning, 5 days a week. And when I was home with the kids, we would head to the gym. I'd work out really, really hard. And I still could not seem to lose the last bit of my baby weight. So out of desperation, I'd been trying to eat healthy, minus nap time. I decided that I was going to finally take my friend up on her request to join Plexus. So I joined as a wholesale ambassador. You see, I knew what network marketing meant. I knew that if you were to join a network marketing company, it was going to cost a lot to start up. You were going to have to purchase inventory, host parties, and it wasn't going to be all that enjoyable. Really, really stressful in the beginning, hard to make money right off the bat. The reason I knew this was because I had done network marketing before. I had joined a company and I loved their products. I just didn't know enough about compensation plans to do my due diligence in researching how their comp plan worked. So needless to say, after a year of trying really hard with this company, I didn't even earn enough to get a 1099. So I was very skeptical of network marketing. Okay, so when I joined Plexus, I just joined as a wholesale customer because I was not going to work the business, maybe tell a few people to see if I could get my products covered, but I knew I wasn't going to go to the top because it just didn't happen for the average person. It was really hard and nothing that I was willing to do. So I joined, I jumped on a welcome call with my sponsor and her sponsor and heard a little bit more about how the compensation plan worked. I looked over the average income at different ranks and was blown away. So what I decided to do right off the start, I didn't have a story yet. I trusted my friend enough that I could tell other people about what I was doing and what I was hoping for, and not worry if I had a story yet. So I decided to start sharing. I decided that I was going to give it my all for a year and just see what happened. It was just kind of like a fun challenge. So I started my products and instantly dropped my Diet Dr. Pepper habit. Once I started Plexus, I didn't buy it anymore. I didn't need it. Same thing happened with the cookies. I lost my sugar addiction. And now I find, here I am, 2.5 years later, I have a hard time finishing an ice cream if I, decide to treat myself because it's just too sweet. I just don't need it anymore. So I found all that. I didn't realize that I was going to have help with my anxiety and my energy levels. I just started for weight loss. Okay, so once you change these things, once your energy improves, once your cravings improve, it's crazy how, diet and exercise are the perfect companion to using Plexus. Plexus is a tool, and it was amazing for me. So I was sharing along the way. I was sharing my journey. People were seeing me. They were seeing that I was so much happier. Oh, that's another side effect. You are so much happier. So I'm happily sharing these products. I am making a great income. I was blown away that just a few months in, my paycheck was well more than you need to get a 1099. And that was a month's paycheck, not a year's worth of an income. So within 9 months, I had made it to a ranking called Emerald, which is a jewel rank. And at this point, things were crazy. And it was even crazier before then when I was matching my former full-time teaching salary. At that point, I was making 5 figures a month, something that I never thought would happen. You know, I went to school to be an educator and I loved it. And I did not get my degree with the hopes of becoming a millionaire, obviously. It was something that I loved to do. But what I found was it was great to be home with my kids and make gangster money, if you will. So the plans for me to go back to teaching once my kids were in school, those plans changed. Now the plan is for me to be a stay-at-home mom forever. That means that I can participate in field trips. I can be a room mom if I want to. And it even meant that, you know, when we found out, surprise, that we were pregnant with baby number 3, we didn't even have to blink an eye when we thought we had outgrown our home, when we needed to buy a new home. And so what we did was we bought a home that was about twice the size of our old one in a great town with one of the top school districts in the whole United States, a home that our hope is our kids, as they grow older, are going to want to bring their friends back to. So this is, you know, just a dream come true, something that was not possible. My husband has always worked really hard. He's got a really stable, really well-paying job. He does fabulous. But my income has now given us so much freedom. When things pop up that we're unexpected, like, surprise, baby number 3, we're not worried financially. That was not an issue. And I think that every person needs to get to a place in their life where they realize that they are worth financial security. They deserve it. And, you know, another thing that I just didn't really think of when I started this business was how many people that I knew that needed these products and needed this business. Whether they needed the business for a little extra play money or to take their family on special vacation, whatever it might be, or all the way to those friends that I've had that have been able to retire from their jobs so they can be home with their kids. I've had people with countless medical issues find relief. Our products don't cure or treat illnesses, but they make people feel a lot better. And so I started this journey so selfishly. I started it to lose weight. And what I found is that it's so much more than that. It's my responsibility to share with people what I have found to work to improve the health of myself and my family, and also completely change the financial future for my family. So everybody deserves that, and I cannot share it enough. I cannot shout from the rooftops enough how much everybody needs this. And so I will share proudly, I will share boldly, and you will know how much I love Plexus and how much my family loves Plexus, because our lives have been forever changed. I want to give a special shout out in this video to my fabulous team. My family would not be experiencing the amazing financial blessings if it weren't for you. You are my Plexus family, you are my community, and I am so proud of all of you guys, and so grateful for what you have helped my family achieve. So that's my story. I am loving life. I am gearing up for a fun trip to Maui in September, annual trip that I get to take my husband on. And then following that, we have Leaders Retreat, and this year I have already earned a free day at Disney for my family. So, you know, the blessings just keep rolling in, and I keep getting to reward my family with the hard work of my team and myself. So that's my story. Thanks for listening.